Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints here in New Orleans. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, the ground game, fighting off the defender.
It's got to feel... As an offense, knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the Razorbacks will move the sticks. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just Tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Runs through a tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. In the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Mountaineers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's loose. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter.
First down, West Virginia. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, West Virginia 0.
First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's White. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Give to the back. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grab near the marker, it's Jones. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Rides to back and leaves it. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Thrust that arm out. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and 1.
Looking downfield, it's Green. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. It was finished off with a quarterback sneak. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fox. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. That's caught. It's Barnes. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. And that offense offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off-play action on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arkansas 28, West Virginia 7.
The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Mountaineers in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got a first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down.
Hey, I gotta be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught on the outside, it's Gray. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
First down, West Virginia.
The snap sets up the throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Big guy smells it. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll keep it on the sneak. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 28, West Virginia 7.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Fights off the defender. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They want that clock to run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
He'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets caught downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Wants to go up top. He gets the two-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Caught in the backfield, it's clapped. All out of space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
And the Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Green. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Almost popped free on the screen, but he stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And, guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
He's marked down.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Throws to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to buy time. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
West Virginia.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is good. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return.
First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And how about the lefty? He's got to buy some time and scrambles outside the pocket to the right and does a really good job of, even though he's running, still stays under control, makes a nice strike to his wide receiver.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
In the end zone.
There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Couldn't Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him this time. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kansas State quick to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Quarterback adapted. He's going to run it. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the outside. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This is a design run. And it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Lots of running room. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Turning on the Jets. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
They'll go right back to him. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. First down and more. At the 45 on his way. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bradley. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Let's go, let's go. Okay, break. Got it? Okay, break.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete on the right side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradley. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Kansas State pushing the pace. looking for space. It's Edwards. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Quarterback keeps it. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. And they get him down. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Trying play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Let's go! Let's go! Got it behind the line. It's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Pushes toward the goal line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Johnson wants to throw it. Touchdown, Kansas State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field. But a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field. Play great defense all across the board.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Off play action. Here's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman. Trust me, I'm one of them. is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to fourth down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Running through contact. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Kansas State knows the clock's on its side. First down run in the red zone. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Johnson looking to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.